All right. We're back. 40 love, De Minaur, and Tsitsipas. The head-to-head is one-sided. Let's hope the match is not. They did play actually earlier in the year, and Tsitsipas got a good win because he hadn't beaten Demon. They hadn't played for a while, and Tsitsipas hadn't been playing great. And De Minaur back in March was actually kind of all right. He just won Rotterdam. He had a couple of strange losses after winning Rotterdam, but then he lost to Tsitsipas, and like that was a massive win for Steph. Steph needed some win like that as Tsitsipas hits an ace and it's 2-1. So this is gonna be interesting. Let's see if whether or not De Minaur can finally beat Tsitsipas. God. Also, it looks like it's gonna rain, but we'll deal with that if we deal with that. This was supposed to be yesterday, but because of the rain, they canceled the match and they put Venus on at night. So here we are. Here we are. Hi from Uzbekistan. Hey, what's up? Shout out to Uzbekistan. Who have I got? De Minaur in 3. Surely the defending champion progressed through round 1. Why does everyone keep saying that? Why does everyone keep saying De Minaur has to win? Stop putting pressure on him. Leave him alone. Just because he won last year doesn't mean he has to win today. He's playing Tsitsipas. He's boogeyman. One of them. Maybe this is a hat. Cam might need a medical timeout during this match. Yeah. Or alcohol. All right, 2-1. De Minaur's the betting favorite? That's crazy. I should have bet against him. How's he the betting favorite? How is he the favorite? That's fucking stupid. Head-to-head is 12-1. How's he the favorite? Love 15. How's he the favorite? Backhand return goes to backhand of Demon. Backhand from Steph. Into the forehand of Demon is Tsitsipas backhand. Into the Demon forehand. Tsitsipas backhand again. Demon or backhand in the net. Love 30. How's he the favorite? Why is he the... What are we doing, chat? Why is he the favorite? Who was it? Which one of you made him favorite? Put pressure on my boy. The hell? Love 30. As a return from Steph goes wide. 15-30. Chat, some of you may die, but that's a risk I'm willing to take today. Some of you may not make it out if you're alive. Right, return. Into the backhand of Demon as we had a backhand from Steph. Goes wide. 30. Oh. All right, 30. Oh. The odds of this match are razor thin. I mean, look. If I knew that Demon was the heavy favorite or the favorite at all, I would have gone Steph. Anyway, Tsitsipas hits a winner. It's 30-40. I mean, the head-to-head is not 12-1 for a reason. They played earlier in the year on hard courts, and Steph won in straights for a reason. I mean, this is why like that head-to-head is... It's one-sided. It's 30. 30-40, break point. First serve the fault, second serve. As a return the net by Steph. All right, Demon gets the deuce. Chat, I need a win. If Demon wins, we all win. And then I'll be in a good mood. Come on now. Come on. The pain of watching this match. Ugh, you have no idea. Today, you will. If you wonder why we don't watch Aussies, wait until just wait. Just stick around. You'll find out real quick. You'll find out real quick. All right, back into forehand rally. Steph shanks it. It's advantage Demon. You will find out real quick. Oh, this is why we don't watch Aussies, because this guy's a fucking psycho. Yeah. Yes, I am. Tsitsipas is winning because De Minaur is still on a honeymoon. Don't say that. All right, De Minaur holds 2-0. All right, 2-0. Winner of this play is Cruz Hewitt. Tomorrow? Also, Musetti's playing right now as well. So we'll keep an eye on him. With a fault, second serve. Second serve in the back of the Demon. With the forehand of Steph. Forehand from Demon. Goes long. And it's 15-love. 15-love. All right. As volley from Steph's good. De Minaur puts it up for a lob, but it goes long. 30-love. $30-love. $30-love as we have double from Steph. 30-15. 30-15. I'm here for moral support. Thank you. We're going to need it. We're going to need it. All right. Is it a forehand from De Minaur to the back end of Steph? De Minaur forehand to the forehand of Steph on the stretch, but Steph hits it out. And it's 30-all. Here we go. 30-all. $30-all. And Steph serves. An ace. 40-30. If you're a Tsitsipas fan, you probably shouldn't be here. 40-30. You're going to hate this stream. 40-30. As the backhand return goes into the forehand of Steph. Forehand from Demon. Again, the backhand of Steph. Slice. Steph in the net. We get the deuce. We get the deuce. All right, advantage Tsitsipas. So Musetti's up 5-3 against Vukic. So that's fun. As Demon hits it out, it's 3-2 Tsitsipas. First set. All right. All right. Are we going to stream the winner of this match playing Hewitt? Maybe. I mean, De Minaur versus Cruz we'll watch. I'm pretty keen to watch that, but I don't know if we'll watch Tsitsipas versus Cruz because I don't think I can handle it. But it depends on the schedule because the schedule hasn't come out yet, so I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. I gotta be honest, I don't want to wake up at midnight tomorrow if I don't have to. So, if I could, it's the first week of the American hard season. I'm already going fucking nuts. If tomorrow could just the first match tomorrow be a match that I don't care about, that'd be great. like if the schedule tomorrow is just like a little bit nice, it's not going to be because the winner of this match is going to play Cruz first match tomorrow. Is a big screw you to me. I mean, if Manarino Mikkelson's first match tomorrow, that'd be lovely. I would love that. Give me a break, but it won't be. This match will be first tomorrow, but. No Eala tomorrow. We've got Pegula playing. I'm keen to watch her. We might watch Svitolina Kudermetova because it does obviously have some ramifications on the next match. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll probably watch Pegula. Shelton plays tomorrow as well. Maybe this match won't be first tomorrow. Maybe it'll be second. Anyway, it's 3-2. The winner of this match might play tomorrow. Second match tomorrow. 15 love. By the way, chat, we're almost at 100 likes already, so thank you for that. Belinda.
So glad to have some tennis with this stream, Cam.
Hey, thank you for the 10. Appreciate it. By the way, if you do want to watch this match, we've been collaborating with Tennis TV, the new Tennis TV app for the season. So make sure you scan the QR code and download the app. You can watch Tennis TV on the app and watch this match with me. Or click the link down below. It supports the channel. 15-0. Even if you just click the link like 5 times, that'd be great. That'd be lovely. And then get Tennis TV. The app. Just download the app. It's free. The app is free. All right. As De Minaur 30-15. $30-15. As it back in reset from the floor to Demon. Demon hits it wide. 30-0. Do you ever watch challenger matches? Bro, there are so many matches going on right now. I don't have time to watch the back of my eyelids, let alone challengers as well. So the answer is no. No and no. We sometimes do. We don't. It's not a hard no. We do sometimes, but I'm not even paying attention to Los Cabos at this point. There's too much going. Demon. 30-40. We do sometimes. Rarely. But we do sometimes watch challenges. Depending on the situation. But I'm one man and I can only do so much. As with a backhand slice to the forehand of Demon. And then Steph hits it out and Demon survives. Deuce. Don't promote other things. The new Tennis TV app. Deuce. Great serve, Demon. All right, advantage, Demon. As De Minaur serves again. Boy, Fritz is coming on against my shack after this. All right, first serve, fault, second serve. We'll do a forehand from Steph. That's a winner. We get the deuce. We get the deuce. Do the serve again. As De Minaur. Well, Tsitsipas is checking the ball. The ball might be flat. Advantage Demon. Advantage Demon to level this set. As a backhand return goes forehand to De Minaur. Tsitsipas forehand into the backhand of Demon. Demon hits it out. We get back to deuce. Back to deuce. Fault, second serve. Double fault Demon. Advantage Steph. Chat, what am I having for breakfast? You know what I'm going to have? A slap in the face. Second serve. Double fault. 4-2. Steph goes up the line with a forehand at the back and a demon. Tsitsipas forehand again, the back and a demon. As Steph goes cross-court forehand, demon gets it back. Steph on the stretch in the net. Love 15. Love 15. Tsitsipas serves. Into the forehand of Demon. Tsitsipas forehand of the slice of De Minaur as Steph forehand again up the line to win up. And it's 15-0. Good serve from Steph. Demon hits it back deep into the forehand of Steph, and then Demon in the net. 30-15. And a fault from Steph. Second serve. As the return goes to forehand of Steph. Steph misses that one. 30-0. Okay. 30-0. Steph serves again. Fault. Second serve. There's a return. Goes back into Steph. Steph misses that one. And it's 30-40. Breakback point. By the way, 28 minutes. This is a slow match. A slow, painful death. 30-40. Breakback point. Muschetti's on fire? Yeah, is he? He's winning, right? This is why we don't watch Aussies. Yep. Steph hits a forehand long. We're back on serve. 4-3. See, okay, so if Steph does win this match, and we're still just getting started, and he plays Cruz, I won't be as mad if Cruz loses to Steph, because Cruz is getting started. Like, he's just starting. But like Demon losing to Steph again, when even right now, I mean, Miami was already hard enough, right? Miami was a fucking shit show. And again, this is not because Demon's, like, I'm not mad at Demon. I'm just mad that he can't beat Steph even when he's clearly, like, by ranking, so far ahead. Like, you know, the rankings shouldn't lie. He's, you know, top 10 and Steph is not, well, recently Steph has gotten back into the top 50, but like they're so far apart this year, but somehow that fucking head-to-head. The head-to-head, it doesn't matter where Steph's ranked. He still can beat Demon no matter where he's ranked. That's what's infuriating. Because you're like, oh man, like it's not because like I'm pissed at Demon. It's just like, God, why does Tsitsipas play well against De Minaur all the time? It's just a terrible matchup. Doesn't matter what the ranking is. It's like, this is where Demon should be slaughtering Steph. Like, this is it. It's like, now's the time. De Minaur's here. Tsitsipas is here. Why does he keep winning? This is supposed to be a happy day. Demon's supposed to win. It's 4-3. We're back on serve, though, so that's fun. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, though, chat? Like, If Demon's ever going to beat Steph, it's going to be when Steph's playing his worst. And he's playing his worst in 2026. Yes, he just won a title. But, like, I'm talking more about the Miami match. Like, that was horrible. That, like, De Minaur was playing... Was it, like... He's playing arguably his best tennis, right? He's at his peak. Tsitsipas has been on the backslide for 2 years now. And Demon still can't beat him. And I don't like it. I don't like it. But if Tsitsipas beats Cruz, I won't be mad because Cruz, we're just happy to be there, right? With Cruz. But with Demon, we have an expectation. We expect Demon to beat Tsitsipas at this point. He's supposed to be beating Steph when Steph is at his worst. And Demon's at his best. This is the chance. Ace from Demon. Hopefully that pep talk has worked. Because Demon is not listening, obviously. First serve's a fault, second serve. All right, 40 love Demon. In chat, this is why we don't watch Aussies. Especially when it's like 4 in the morning and I'm tired and hungry. I'm tired. Double fault, 40-15. Ugh. $40-15. As we get a let. All right. For all. Now we get a fault, second serve. And double fault from Steph. Love 15. All right. As Steph misses love 30. Here we go. All right, love 30. And with a fault, second serve. As De Minaur too strong on the return, love 40. Steph with the back end of the net. All right, Demon breaks. Chat. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. We're having a great time now. It's 5-4. God, this is an emotional roller coaster from hell. All right, Demon's going to serve for the first set. Woo! Let's go. All right. Cam covering Aussie. Yep. Never again. Never again. All right. Here we go. Here we go. So, currently, De Minaur's at a 6.9. Nice performance rating. 6.4. Sorry, 6.3 for Steph. A lot of double faults for De Minaur. 5 double faults. 2 of those were to get broken, but obviously got the break straight back, so that helps. And currently, it's looking like Tsitsipas' forehand and serve are his best weapons, but De Minaur all around is around the 6.5 for shot quality on all his shots. But the returning of Steph is shocking. At the moment, it's De Minaur 15 love, and De Minaur was down 4-2, and I cried. But then after that, he started winning, and now we are no more tears. All right, that goes out by Demon, 15-0. All right, 15-0. As De Minaur 30-15. So De Minaur's having great success with up the line backhands, and the inside out forehands are really helping. So that's where he's doing his best work. Tsitsipas is doing well on the cross court forehands and forehands up the middle, but it's not doing enough. And obviously, as we know, Steph's backhand is the bit of a problem. As De Minaur hits that out 30-0. Currently, Tsitsipas has hit 8 forehand errors, though. So it's a bit of hit and miss on the forehand for Steph. De Minaur serving is his biggest issue. But also one of his best weapons. All right, first serve to fault, second serve. As a return from Steph goes into the forehand of De Minaur. De Minaur hits a wide. All right. Break point. 30-40. And Steph hits it in the net. And it's deuce. Nice serve from Demon. Nice serve. All right, deuce. Demon serves again. Into the forehand of Steph. Return goes to the forehand of Demon. Demon all puts it away. Set point, Demon. Advantage De Minaur. Is this the first time we're watching De Minaur play? No, but it could be the last. Advantage Demon. To get the first set here. First serve, the fault, second serve. God, I'm freezing today. My feet are frozen. Double fault. Why is this happening? Deuce! Deuce! Another fault, second serve. Serving to the corner, Steph. Return goes out. Right, advantage, Demon. Advantage, Demon. To get the first set. All right, as that goes out by Steph on the return. By the way, good news, chat. 3 minutes ago, Alcaraz was playing tennis and hitting balls with a racket. I'm watching him practice with a mullet. The mullet's irrelevant, but still. He's hitting. That's good. We need Carlos back. Tennis needs Carlos. But he seems to be hitting a ball with a... Yeah, I'm watching him right now. 3 minutes ago, he put up a video of him practicing. Hell yeah. And he was like actually hitting, unless it's AI, and then fuck that. But I don't think it's AI. That would be crazy for Carlos to put an AI video of him playing. Anyway, 6.7 for Demon, 6.2 for Steph. De Minaur broke twice with 2 break points, 4 break points for Steph. Only the one opportunity taken. He's back, baby. He's back, baby. We need him back. We don't need him back to beat Sinner. We just need him back because he's fun to watch. I just miss watching Alcaraz. I just miss watching him, you know. Mulcaraz? Mullet Caraz. Let's go. All right, first set in the bag. Okay. Steph to serve first in the second. Carlos brings back the mullet. The mullet's been back. He's just adopting the trend. Mullets have been back for years. At least in Australia they have. All right, 4-1 inside out from Steph. Too good. So he's about 4-2, by the way, in that first set. 15 love. Tsitsipas' weak mental game evident once again. Okay. Will you watch the Nole documentary, Cam, when it's out? Probably, yeah. Yeah, probably. 30 love. Tsitsipas good serve down the tee. 40 love. As the return goes out by Demon, Steph holds. 1 love in the second. Am I going to nap after this? Nah. Depending on the result, I don't know. Demon's watching. Oh, sorry, Leighton's watching. I'm actually so excited if we get Demon Cruise. I'm so keen for that. I'm so keen, especially with Leighton in the house. Like that is fun. I'm so for that tomorrow. I'll be so ready for that. All right, Demon serves. A fault, second serve. Serve at the back of Steph. De Minaur forehand to the front of Steph. De Minaur wins a point. Steph hits it out. 15 love. Hodar coming up next. Hodar's coming up in like 6 hours. 7 hours. Fritz is coming up next. Right? Unless they change the schedule. Fritz plays after this. Hodar's playing at like... Wait, is Hodar playing? No, wait, hang on. Yeah, Hodar's playing after Osaka, yeah? Yeah, Hodar's playing in like 10 hours. 6 hours. 30 love? Yeah, Hodar's playing later. He's not playing today. They're not playing today now, after this. Alright, that goes out by Demon, 30-15. We're going to fault second serve. And the return goes back into Demon. Demon hits a wide. 30-0. 30-0. Katie Bolter in the house. By the way, Chad, I'm just thinking, do we watch Fritz Myshak? I kind of want to watch that match. I feel like that could be a banger. And I kind of want to watch Fritz, but I don't know. We'll see. That goes out by Steph. 40-30. As we're forehand from Demon into the forehand of Steph. Demon backhand. Goes long and we get to deuce. We did watch Fritz the other day against Bergs. Myshak's been playing well, though. How do I spell his name? At least I can say his name these days. All right, advantage Demon. How do I spell it? All right, there's a forehand from Demon on the stretch. Slice from Steph. Into the backhand slice of Demon or Steph. Forehand to the backhand of Demon. And then Steph hits in the net. Demon holds. 1-1. 1-1 in the second. Leighton watching on. I love that. I love that he's just standing there in the corner. He's just lurking. Leighton's just lurking. He's just lurking. He knows that his son's going to play the winner of this match, so he's there for a reason. Lurking. All right, first serve's a fault, second serve. That goes the net by Demon, 15 love. Taking notes. I mean, he knows Demon's game so well because he's coached him, right? So, and I'm sure Cruz and Demon have practiced together. So there's going to be some familiarity for Cruz against Demon. He knows he's probably hit with him a bunch. 30 love. All right, 30-15 as Steph hits it out. (30-15). Steph serves the fault, second serve. As with a backhand out of the forehand of Steph. Demon forehand to the backhand of Steph. Demon forehand cross court. Steph gets it back and misses it wide. 30-0. All right, 30-0. Chance for Demon to get an early break in the second. There's a cool video of Carlos hitting forehands on Discord. (30-0). As a return goes the forehand of Steph. Back in from Demon. Into the forehand of Steph as Demon forehand goes wide. Tsitsipas 40-30. 40-30. Citi's up a set and a break. (40-30). (40-30). As we get to deuce. Tsitsipas, but I tell you what, both these guys are playing way worse than they should. Way below their best. They're both, 6.2 for Steph as De Minaur hits a passing shot winner. It's advantage Demon. 6.8 for Demon. Both are way below their average performance rating today. Tsitsipas is usually at a 7.4 in the last 12 months, and Demon's at a 7.7. So both these guys are way below. We went through Steph. He almost hit his head. Headshot. Luckily, Steph ducked, but couldn't get a racket on it. So yeah, both these guys are playing way below their best. And Steph hits a great serve. We get the deuce. And as a return from Demon, goes long, and Tsitsipas gets to advantage. Should have this here. Ah. All right, first serve, default, second serve. As the return goes to forehand of Steph. Steph goes in the net. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. Ah. All right, back to deuce. As a return from Demon goes long, advantage Steph. Advantage Steph. As the return goes in the backhand of Steph, sliced into the forehand of Demon. Steph with the backhand, into the backhand of Demon, and Steph with the forehand goes again. The backhand of Demon puts up a lob, and Steph with a smash. Puts it away, 2-1 Tsitsipas in the second. All right. All right. 2-1 Steph. All right. Whoa. I think McGriddles, they don't serve them in Australia anymore. I think they're out. McGriddles are out. The McGriddle has left. But then again, it's only 4 in the morning, so breakfast isn't open yet. That'll wait another hour for that. There's 2 guys in the stands that are just mucking around. Stop harassing people. Fuck off. Stop harassing people, especially me. 2-1. Deb, put that guy on the list. Read his messages and put him on the list. 2-1. That's back in return. Goes the forehand of Demon. Back in for Steph for the forehand of Demon. Is back in for Steph again. Into the forehand of Demon. Forehand from Steph goes down the middle. The forehand of Demon. Steph wins the point. Demon hits it out. Love 15. Yeah. Love 15. As the return goes in the forehand of Demon. Steph with a slice. Into the backhand of Demon as with the forehand from Steph. Into the forehand of Demon as Steph forehand again. Into the Demon backhand. Steph. Backhand goes into the forehand of Demon, but Demon hits it out. Love 30. Love 30. Demon with the fault, second serve. Why are you not reading comments? All right. Love 40. As the return goes the net, 15-40. All right. Demon with the fault, second serve. As a return, into the forehand of De Minaur, backhand for Steph. Into the forehand of Demon is Steph. Forehand up the line, De Minaur backhand, goes in the backhand of Steph into the forehand of Demon. Tsitsipas forehand goes long, 30-40. The return goes to forehand of Demon. Steph backhand. Again to the forehand of De Minaur. Steph backhand again. Into the De Minaur forehand. Steph again with the backhand to the forehand of Demon. Crossed into the forehand of Steph. De Minaur forehand on the stretch goes long. Steph breaks. All right, 3-1. Three-one. 3-1. Are you angry on me, a demon, or me? Bro, you sound like my ex-wife. 3-1. All right. Steph for the break. I don't know who Tsitsipas' coaches panel are, but they've got Moratogu hats, so they're probably from the academy. All right, nice serve, 15 love. Cam used to be married, law started. No, I am married. 15 love. Is it a fault second serve? Cam, who do you support? Financially, I support my dog. As we get a back in return. Into the forehand of Steph. Demon or forehand to forehand of Steph as they go forehand to forehand, and then Demon hits it out. 30 love. 30 love. And Steph serves a fault second serve. As return goes in the forehand of Steph. Demon or backhand. In the forehand of Steph is Demon or forehand to the forehand of Steph. Again, the forehand of Demon or line to the slice of Steph. Demon or forehand again. And Steph hits it out in the backhand. And it's 30-15. All right, first serve's a fault, second serve. Serving to the forehand of Demon, forehand from Steph. Into the backhand of Demons. Demon hits it out. 40-15. All right, 40-15. First serve is a fault, second serve. All right, Steph holds. And it's 4-1 in the second. Musetti just got broken back in the second. Okay. Oh, that's a good thing because he's playing an Australian. Yes! Woo! Let's go! Steph actually going to beat De Minaur. You better hope not. We may or may not watch Fritz after this. Depends on how this match goes. Is Serena going to play the US Open? Maybe. If she's fit enough and she gets a wild card. It's like The Grudge. Everybody see that movie? When the hand comes out and grabs her hair? That's what I gotta do. I gotta watch some Grudge. I had to watch The Grudge. I expect Steph to win, given the head-to-head, but at least Demon got a set. No, Demon has to win. We don't want a set. Can you 1,000 subs cam? We have it. Yes, we have 1,000 subscribers. We do, yes. By the way, Leighton won this back in 2004. Of course she'll get a wild card. She's American. Yeah, no shit. What are you talking about? You asked me, is Serena going to play the US Open? And now you're like, oh yeah, of course she is. She's going to get a wild card. She's American. Then why are you asking me questions? You answered your own question. What are you asking me for? Love 15. Can't you see Demon's losing? I'm in a bad mood, all right? Ask me silly questions. You ask me questions that you have answered. Answer. If you're asking a question, I answer it. Then that's the end of conversation. God, I'm hungry. Love 30. Fuck, this is getting worse, chat. De Minaur is not winning this cam. You better hope he wins, because if he loses, you're out. Do I have 1,000 subscribers on Tennis Talk Plus? Yeah. All right. Love 30. As a back and return the net, 15:30. Will Stan get a wild card? Yeah, that's not a silly question. No, that guy's question was annoying because he asked me a question, then when I answered it, he replied. It's like, bro, are you asking me a question or are you just trying to get me to talk to you? Stop. Attention seeking in the chat is so annoying. Don't be a pick-me crybaby, all right? 30 all. And that dude's been timed out like 35 times. Is it a fault second serve? How did he make it through the purge? That's what I want to know. How did he survive the purge? All right, 40-30 Demon. To just keep this set alive. He was hiding? Yeah. All right. Now 4-1 goes in the net by Steph. 5-2. Never saw that movie? Well. No, you should. Because then you'll know what happens next. 4-2. I'm going to watch that movie after this too. How do you know I've been timed out? Because I'm a magician, mate. 35 times you've been timed out. God, we're so nice, aren't we, chat? Too nice. All right, 4-2. Tsitsipas with the break. By the way, if you have to ask how many times I've been timed out, you're probably being timed out too much. As the backhand goes wide by Steph, love 15. If you're like, how many times I've been timed out? You know you've been timed out enough to be on the list. Some of you may not make it to the US Open. It's been a long day for camp. This match is fucking annoying me. I wanted to watch this yesterday when I was in a good mood. Love 15. Not today. This is not supposed to be today. This match was supposed to be yesterday. All right, return goes into the forehand of Steph. De Minaur forehand pass. Steph with a volley. De Minaur gets it. Oh, it's in the net, though. Oh, he had the pass, but can't make it. 15-0. I would love to see the timeout rankings. There's no such thing as timeout rankings because I think from now on, if you get put on the radar and your timeout, you've been timed out more than 10 times, you might just get kicked out straight away without even warning. Because I feel like we're just being too generous. We're maybe being too nice. So, like, there's no rankings. Like, it's going to be, if you've been timed out 10 times, you're out. Like, because that's crazy that, like, how could you be timed out 10 times? That's crazy. I'm going to start ruling this chat with an iron fist. That's not true. But some of y'all, I mean, why didn't you learn the first 30 times? Yeah, timeout rankings, and then we'll go through everybody in the chat, and we'll just be like, "Oh, you've been timed out," and then we'll just like start shooting people off to space. Yeah, we might do that one day. That'd be fun. We'll do a live stream that we just it'll be like a courtroom. Like, plead your case. Why have you been timed out 35 times? Banned. I need a gavel. All right. Tsitsipas holds 4-2, 5-2. I need a gavel. Start shooting people into space. Now 5-2. Getting out timed out 2 times is crazy. Yeah. Timeouts aren't there just for fun. Like, they're there because you broke a rule. And if you break too many rules, like, you're obviously not learning if you're coming back and getting timed out again. The rules aren't hard. The rules are pretty simple. Don't be a dick. Don't ruin the scores. Don't disrespect each other. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. Just be a decent human being. Don't be a jerk. So for somebody to get timed out that many times, you go, bro, why are you being so it's like, why are you being so crazy? Like, what's wrong? What do you mean? It's crazy. How do you get timed out that many times and not realize that you're doing something wrong? Like, just be chill, man. Yeah, the rules are simple. $35 times in 4 years isn't too much. There's people that have been here for 5 years. Deb's been here for 4 years, and she's been timed out 0 times. Like, there's people that have been timed out 0 times for longer. So, like, 35 and 4 is a lot. People have been here longer and less, and have, I mean, because they just don't break the rules. Like, it's so simple. Anyways, why am I talking to one person in the chat? Chat, you got to start telling me. If I start talking to one person in the chat, you got to start telling me. I'm sick of getting one guy in the chat, all right? All right, love 15. We're not going through everybody in the chat's timeout records because I don't want to do it. Just that one guy. Love 15. God, Demons hits in the net. Love 30. All right, Steph backhand to the back of the Demon. Tsitsipas forehand again, the forehand Demon, but Steph in the net, 15-30. Backhand the net by Steph, 30 all. All right, return with Steph. Well, Steph goes down. He's all right, though. 40-30. All right. The Demon hits it out. We get the deuce. All right, first serve is a fault, second serve. As that goes out by... So it's a winner by Demon, advantage Demon. By the way, to the guy that said 35 times in 4 years, you've had your account's 2 years old. How have you been here for 4 years? All right, Demon holds 5-3. Steph's going to serve for the second. Bro, come on, bro. How have you been here for 4 years and your account's 2 years old? Come on now. That doesn't math. Math doesn't math. Come on now. Bro says 4 years. Your account's 2 years old, brother. That's 35 times in 2 years. Come on now. Your other account, we'll have to find out what that is. And then we'll suss that one out. Come on now. Come on now. This fucking guy. Why are you emotionally invested in Demon? I don't know. You know what? I'll give you one guess. What do you reckon? Why do you think? 15 love. Oh, you're on another account. Ah, so you also have an alt account. Ah, that's another rule. I hate that YouTube do that. 15 love. You know, Steph in the net, 15 all. Busted. 15 all. Serve again from Steph. He serves a fault, second serve. There's a return from Demon, goes in the front of Steph. Demon puts up a lob. Steph puts away the smash. 30-15. Cruz is coming. You should be more enthusiastic about him. Forget Demon. Hey, bro, you made an account 2 months ago, so why don't you relax? All right? You're new here. Rule number 700. Don't tell me what to do. As a backhand return, goes out by Demon. That's 40-15. 40-15. Set points for Steph. I'm going to default second serve. And Steph serves a let. As a forehand from Steph to the backhand of Demon. Steph backhand to the forehand of De Minaur. Steph forehand in the net. It's 40-30. (40-30). Ugh, 40-30. Set point number 2. The turn goes into the forehand of Steph. Demon backhand. Into the forehand of Tsitsipas. Demon again to the forehand of Steph. Steph in the net. We get to deuce. All right. We get to deuce. Two set points saved. A good serve from Steph. Then we get to advantage. Ugh. Neither of these guys are seeded, but opportunity for one, and not a great loss for the loser. Lots of tennis going on next few weeks. Bro, I don't know where to start with that statement because it is wrong on so many levels. Advantage Tsitsipas. First of all, De Minaur's the number 1 seed and the defending champion. What are you talking about? Anyways, backhand goes in the forehand of Demon. Demon in there, we're going 3. Like, what are you on? What are you talking about? Neither of these guys seeded. Wrong. Opportunity for either one. True. Not a great loss for the loser. Not a great... I mean, look, if a De Minaur lost, it would be it would be standard because he always loses to Steph. Lots of tennis in the next few weeks. That is also true. So, look, it was half right. But, like, De Minaur's number 1 seed. What are you talking about? This is not a battle of unseeded players. 7.3 for Steph in that second set. Much, much better from him. De Minaur with a 6.2. Steph's got a much better serve as well in that set. All right. Musetti 1 set all now. Let's go! Let's go. Let's go. 10 winners. Sorry, 5 winners, 13 errors. You know what, chat? You know what? Somebody said this earlier in the chat that, like, you know, no disrespect to the people in the top 10, but he wants a fresh top 10. I'll tell you, part of the reason why, and look, Sinner and Alcaraz obviously is a massive reason why tennis is so skewed, but and look, they've been solid competitors over their careers, but it's the style of tennis that these guys play and that this generation plays is just not appealing to new people that coming into tennis, or even just like it just lacks excitement. They hit more errors than winners, right? It's based on who can outlast who, which is great. It's a physical battle. It's fun in its own way. But the new guys coming through are showing a different style, which is way more pro. And I've talked about this so many times. It's way more proactive, right? And they want to hit winners. They want to go for the flashy highlights. They're way more proactive. These guys are waiting for an error. And look, that's a product of Djokovic and Nadal, right? Because in order to beat Nadal and Djokovic, you had to rally 100 million shots and maybe you get a point. You're right. And you know, or you could try and hit your way through them, but their defense was so good that trying to hit through them wasn't a great strategy. You had to outlast them if possible, right? But this style of tennis is the 2010s, right? The 2010 style of tennis where it was grindy, it was about attrition, it was about mental battle. It wasn't about winners and highlights, right? Yes, they hit winners. Yes, they hit highlights, but these guys are a product of that generation of, the baseliner, the baseline grinder. Fritz, Zverev, Medvedev, right? All those guys are in that category, right? Tiafoe, right? But the new generation, starting with Alcaraz, right? He's revolutionized the game in the way that, you don't have to be on the baseline to win points. You can come to the net. You can, bash your way through brick walls. And then all the guys coming through behind him, right? I'm talking Fonseca, Menchik, Hodar, right? Yeah, they can rally, but they also can attack, right? These guys just don't have that ability to do that, or they don't do it enough. And it's just so hard to watch now because we've seen the other side of it. We've seen that's why I miss Alcaraz so much, because he's the best of it, right? He's the best of that style. I miss him. And I think tennis misses him for his excitement. It just lacks excitement, this style. It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch two guys playing 20-shot rallies and it ends in an error. It's like when we have guys playing 20-shot rallies and it ends with a winner. Because we have the alternative now, right? That's why Federer was so much fun. Yeah, well, Federer during this generation was the X factor because most guys weren't trying to hit winners unless they were serve bots, right? Like Isner or Anderson. Big servers, right? Whereas Federer was the most proactive guy out of that bunch because he was looking to win the point. He was looking to hit winners. He was looking to set points up so he could hit winners. Whereas Nadal and Djokovic were reactive, right? Yeah, they could hit winners, but they weren't on the attack. They were defending, and then they got a chance to attack. These guys do the same thing. Whereas you got Alcaraz, he's looking to hit a winner. He's not looking to defend until you make an error or hit a short ball. He's trying to force you to make, he's going after you from the start, right? Sinner's a little bit of both. I think Sinner started off as like one of these guys, and then recent times, Sinner has sort of become a little bit more aggressive because he knows that like the guys that are coming up are all more proactive. So you have to get on the front foot first. Defending against those younger guys over a span is not going to work, right? Because they're trying to kill you from the first, ball. Sinner's trying, like, if you watch Sinner like 4 years ago, that's why he kind of has comparisons to Djokovic, because he was way more like slide, backhand, forehand, but now he's like, stands on the baseline and he kind of crushes it a bit more. Again, that's probably because of Alcaraz, right? He's like, shit, well, if I'm going to beat Alcaraz, I've got to get on the front foot. But yeah, it's just, that's why when we watch these matchups, it can be hard to watch because the styles are just, man, it just feels a little outdated, right? That kind of like, it just doesn't feel like a positive way to win. Waiting for your opponent to lose is not really, I mean, they haven't won much. Like, I mean, we're talking about Medvedev and Zverev are the only two slam champions playing that style, right? I mean, the guys that are winning the tournaments now don't play like that. You have to, and the problem is, I mean, these guys are used to playing like that. It's too hard for them to change. De Minaur doesn't have the strength to change his game. He can't be more aggressive. I mean, he's kind of stuck with the cards he's been dealt. Tsitsipas has tried to be more aggressive. The serve's gotten better over years, but his backhand still isn't aggressive enough, or isn't attacking shot. It's a defensive shot, and he does have a decent forehand. But again, I don't think Steph feels comfortable being the attacker. He'd rather just wait, be patient, wait for something to happen, or something to, for him to wear you down. He doesn't want to go out there and go for the winners. That's not what that's out of his comfort zone. Same with Fritz, right? Fritz has a great serve, big forehand, but again, Fritz is like set up. Same with Zverev, right? All those guys. But it's really not a fun tennis to watch when we've got guys like Alcaraz who are showing like the explosiveness of the game, right? Good serve, Steph, 40-30. All right, 40-30. You're missing something, Cam. They slowed down the court, which made it hard to play exciting tennis. No. I think you're missing the point. I'm saying that the guys coming up are playing exciting tennis. The new generation are, and that doesn't matter if the courts are fast or slow. The courts are slow at Roland Garros. Menchik, Fonseca, Hodar all did really well, right? Feast, and there's another one, right? Very explosive, very exciting. The court speed doesn't affect the way that they go about it. They play that game on clay, on grass, on hard courts. It's their mentality and it's their intention, right? They're coming in here with the intention to win points. They're looking to attack you. They're not waiting for you to make an error, which is a different mindset. You know, they're in your face. They want to beat you. They're not waiting for you to give them a chance to win. They're taking the chance. You know what I mean? It's a difference. The court speed doesn't really make any difference for it's not the same thing as I'm talking about. Because if the court speed was a problem, then all those guys I've been talking about wouldn't be doing well. The thing that the young guys lack is consistency and fitness, right? Feast, Menchik, Fonseca, right? They've all had injury concerns because they're young. Even Alcaraz, right? But they're not as consistent as the Zverevs and De Minaurs and Fritzes yet because they're new, right? They're still trying to figure it out, right? They're a little bit up and down. But once they start being consistently as good as they are, they're going to take over the top 10. We won't see many of these. Like somebody in the chat, somebody in the chat, I can't remember who it was, said like, oh, you know, De Minaur and Fritz need to get out of the top 10, right? Eventually that'll happen. Those guys will drop off and they'll get replaced by Menchik and Fonseca and Feast and all that. And they're not too far off. Menchik and Feast are this close to taking the top 10. But you're going to see that, you know, over the next, 3 years, you're going to see those guys get replaced by this newer, even Lehechka's on that level of aggression, those kind of guys. Because that's how the game has been, that's where the game's turning, right? I mean, there's a reason why Alcaraz is winning everything. And it's not because he's playing bad players. It's because it's just like Federer in the early 2000s. Federer figured out how to exploit the weaknesses of everybody else. So has Alcaraz. And Alcaraz has done that with volleys, which if you look back at like even 10 years ago, the only guy that was coming to the net consistently was Federer, right? Yeah, okay, you can name like, a couple of guys that were good at the net, but the only guy that was coming to the net on purpose was Roger. Most people were like happy to stay back, and they knew that they could rally. Whereas Alcaraz comes in, and he starts serving volley, drop shots, starts doing all this variety, which completely confused everybody. It even confused Djokovic, and he's the greatest of all time. Anyways, it's 2-1 Demon. But it is just disappointing to watch a match where it's like, it's hard watching matches where there's more errors than winners, especially on the ATP, which you expect it on the WTA to an extent. Like, it's usually, the way it is. I don't know, what the reason is. Maybe we can do an investigation on why. But on the men's side, it's very unusual that you would get more errors than winners. And when you see that, the match quality is... It's not a good match. I mean, both these guys are at a 6.6, 6.7 performance rating. It's way below their best. This is not a good match. This is not a good quality match. Tsitsipas hit 42 errors and only 19 winners. De Minaur's hit 30 errors and only 12 winners. 42 and 30 errors. 72 errors combined. And 30 winners combined. Shocking match. Shocking. It's impossible to watch this kind of match. That's why we're yapping about other things. Yeah, not fun to watch. Yeah, it's hard to watch. It's ugly. It ain't been a thriller, has it? Yeah. I mean, look, the US Open final of 2020 was ugly, and it was a great finale. It was just very ugly. This could go to a tiebreak final set. It won't now because I said it, but it could. And then we could get excited because it's like, oh, shit, close. But, God, it's a grind. These matches are grindy. I mean, same with FAA versus Medvedev, right? Nobody wants to hit a winner. And it's hard to, it's just, yeah. I mean, FAA is, and he's like Hurkacz, right? Those guys are so frustrating to watch because you know they could come to the net. You know they could be proactive, but they decide not to. And you're like, oh, they have the tools, but they don't use them. You know, it's, can get so, those guys can do your head in. Especially FAA, because, I mean, FAA is doing so well considering he hasn't, I mean, his ranking is so high and it doesn't feel like he's just consistent, you know? But he could be so much better if he just was a little bit more aggressive. And he has a great serve. So, I mean, maybe that's where he elevates his game. Steph shanks that wide. It's love 15. Love 15. We get a fault. Second serve. As return goes in front of Steph, and Steph overhits it. Another error. Love 30. Love 30. And a bit of serve. It's a fault. Second serve. The return goes off the tape from Demon. Steph with a pass. Demon with a volley. Sorry, Steph with a volley. Demon with a pass again. Steph with a volley, but it goes out. Love 40, Demon. Love 40. Demon to get the break in this final set. And Steph, good serve, 15-40, one saved. 15-40, pardon me. And Steph serves a fault, second serve. As the return goes to the front of Steph. Demon backhand. Into the front of Steph. Steph puts it away. 30-40. Still break point. 30-40. And the return goes back into Steph. 4-0 from Demon. Into the back of Steph. Steph in the net. There's the break. All right. Demon 3-1 final set. All right. In one of the ugliest matches we've seen this week. Demon gets the break. All right. Oh, Steph's racket just went flying into the ground too. He just annihilated that racket. All right. Demon with the break. Steph with the broken racket. All right. First serve is a fault. Second serve. As that goes in the net by Steph. 15 love. How long till Carlos returns? Well, I just saw footage of him hitting a ball, so hopefully he'll be back Cincinnati. As with a forehand from Demon. Into the back into Steph. Demon. Forehand again, the back into Steph. Into the forehand of Demon. Steph. Backhand goes long, and it's 30 love. Winner of this place, Cruz Hewitt tomorrow. Which we will be watching. Hopefully it's not too early in the morning. All right, return goes into the forehand of Demon. Steph with the backhand slice. Demon or forehand again. The backhand of Steph is Demon forehand again. That's an inside-out winner. 40 love. Nice play by Demon. 40 love. And Steph shanks it wide, and Demon gets the 4-1 final set. All right. Nice work for Demon. 4-1. It's only one break, though. But we'll take it. All right, 4-1. 4-1. Okay. Four one. All right, let's see if Demon can finish the job. We said he's winning, by the way. Cool. All right. By the way, Chad, I've just talked to the producers upstairs. We are not going to be watching Fritz. I'm going to take a break after this, but then we're going to come back and watch Osaka versus Kruger. And we might even watch Hodar, depending on the Osaka match. So, all right. There's a forehand rally. Volley from Steph, too good. 15 love. Love. Watch Fritz. Why don't you watch your attitude? 15 love. As the return goes in the forehand of Steph. Steph puts it away. 30 love. 30 love. There's the default second serve. There's the net by Steph. 30-15. Demons at a 6.8 shot quality. Performance rating. Not again. This has been such a low quality match. And Tsitsipas at a 6.6. I mean, this has been like such a bad match for both. I mean, both these guys are not playing well. 50 errors for Steph, 22 winners. De Minaur with the 30 errors and 13 winners. It's a shocking quality of tennis. And really, De Minaur's just playing a little. It's more Steph's playing worse than Demon. That's it. Demon ain't playing well. He's just not playing as bad. He's still playing bad, just not as bad. 40-15. All right, it goes the net by Steph, and it's 40-30. All right, 40-30. There's a bit of volley from Steph. Lob goes up by Demon, but it goes long. 4-2. Are we ever going to have a co-commentator? You're sick of me already. I'll quit before we get a co-commentator. I'll leave. I'll replace myself before we. If we're getting a co-commentator, then I don't have to be here. So I'll leave. 4-2. If you all want someone different, I'll go back to bed. It'll be perfect. So good. And sleep. And somebody else can yap for a change. But we're not taking applicants right now. So. All right. Four two. As De Minaur with the break in the final set. 15 love. As the return goes forehand of Demon. Forehand goes up the line from Demon. Beautiful forehand winner. $30 love. As with a forehand up the line to the back end of Demon. Steph with the forehand again. Into the back end of Demon. As Steph forehand goes cross court and long. 40 love. $40 love. As the backhand return goes long by Steph. And it's 5-2 Demon in this match. All right. Steph's going to serve to stay in the match. All right. It sucks because the bakery doesn't open for another 45 minutes. All right. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. 200 likes. Hey, thank you for that. All right. What else is going on? You look very tired. I am tired. I've had like 4 hours sleep the last 3 nights. This time zone is royally screwing me. Alright. Tsitsipas to serve. Just stay in the match. Steph says a let. As a return from Demon. Goes the back into Steph. Demon forehand. Into the Steph backhand. Steph in the net. Love 15. At least Demon wins this. Well, yeah, I mean, that's a good thing, but it doesn't really give me much confidence that he's going to beat, like, Shelton and Fritz. I don't think Demon beats Menchik playing like this. He would get slaughtered against Menchik. He probably beats Hewitt because of experience, but like if Demon plays Menchik in even Nakashima beats Demon all playing like this. Like it's great that he's gonna beat Steph for the first time in forever, but this does not give me any confidence in De Minaur winning this title. He needs to play so much better than this. He just has played. His opponent has played worse than him today. Doesn't mean he's played well. And I tell you, Nakashima, Menchik, Myshak, Fritz, even Mickelson, they beat De Minaur. If Demon plays like this, they beat him in straight sets. So, like, as much as this is like going to be hopefully a good victory, it's not a quality match, not a quality win at all. No confidence coming out of this. He's lucky he doesn't have to play, a tough, he gets to play an unexperienced player tomorrow, or an inexperienced player. But unless he plays a lot better against Hewitt, this De Minaur will not beat Menchik. He will not beat Fritz. He will not win this title. And that's the point. It's not beating Tsitsipas is not. Again, Tsitsipas hasn't beaten himself today. 30-all. So hopefully De Minaur plays a lot better tomorrow and shows a bit better quality tennis tomorrow. Because this has not been a good match from either guy. Steph gets a 40-30. Return. Goes back into Steph. Into the forehand of Demon. Demon puts it away. Lovely pickup. It's a great shot from Demon that time. Deuce. What if Tsitsipas comes back? Don't say that. All right. As the return goes in the corner, Steph. Steph puts it away. Advantage Tsitsipas. And the default second serve. As the return goes forehand to Steph. Forehand from Demon. Again, the forehand to Tsitsipas. Up the line. It's a great shot from Steph. But Demon gets it back. Overhits it. All right, 5-3. Demon's going to serve the match. All right, 5-3. De Minaur serving for his second win against Tsitsipas. As the return goes out by Steph. 15 love. Steph in the net on the return. 30 love. Uh, 30 love. As Steph return goes the forehand of Demon. Tsitsipas backhand. Again, the forehand of Demon or is Steph backhand again. Into the forehand of Demon. Cross court, the forehand of Steph. Demon or backhand. Into the backhand of Steph. Sliced. To the forehand of Demon. Backhand from Steph again. To the backhand of Demon. Tsitsipas backhand again to the backhand of Demon. But Steph hits it out. Match points Demon. 40 love. Demon or to take only his second win against Stefanos Tsitsipas in 14 meetings. And it says a fault second serve. Server to the forehand of Steph. Return. Into the forehand of De Minaur. De Minaur hits it out. 4-15. As a backhand return from Steph goes in the net. There it is. Demon wins. He knows he's not... he's not celebrating like he won the bloody trophy because he knows he can't win the trophy playing like that. But he gets a win over Steph. A rare victory over Tsitsipas. God, that was a hard watch. God, that was painful, Chad. That was a bad match. That was not a fun match. That was a bad match. That was a bad quality... That was ugly. But Demon wins. And he's going to play Hewitt tomorrow in the Battle of the Aussies. I'm excited. We're going to watch that. I don't know when. Hopefully not at 1 a.m. my time. I would love to, sleep. But we'll see what happens. Tomorrow, Cruz will definitely beat De Minaur. No, I think De Minaur beats Cruz. That was a tough watch, yeah. That was not fun. Is it too much to ask for a good quality tennis match? Is that too much to ask? I just want to watch a quality match. Thank God it's over, yeah. We got Aussie quarterfinalists guaranteed, so that's fun. Love that from Australia. Oh, did Musetti just win? Yeah. What game are we watching next? We're going to be watching Osaka in a couple hours. It definitely earned a break. We were supposed to watch that yesterday. That's why it was annoying that it lingered, that match, because I was excited to watch that yesterday. Today, not so much. But at least he won. Demon wins, and that's a good thing for my health. Aussie matchup fun to watch. Yeah, and at least, I don't have to worry about it being, it's an Aussie versus Aussie, so that's easy. That's not I don't have to stress about anything tomorrow. Ugh. Congrats to Demon. Marriage is good. Yeah, he's undefeated being married. Undefeated marriage. Married De Minaur has not lost. We're going to stick around for a bit because I have nothing else to do. I have nowhere else to go. Random question, but what do you think of Lando Lucy? He hasn't done much since Miami. Didn't he make the semis of Rome? He did okay. I mean, he played well at Roland Garros as well. Didn't he? He's been okay. I don't think Lando Lucy's been a ghost since Miami. I think he's done some stuff. He does not like playing on clay, but he did well considering it's not his favorite surface. By the way, 6.8 for Demon, 6.5 for Steph in the performance rating. Steph with an 7.9 on the serve, which is expected, but everything else was way below his normal. The big stat is Tsitsipas 56 errors, 23 on the forehand, and he only hit 23 winners. De Minaur, 15 winners, 31 errors. 87 errors combined? Brutal. That is bad. The tour average, right, for performance rating is a 7.3. So to be at a 6.8 is below the tour average, and that includes the tour, like everybody on tour, right? 7.3 is the tour average. So that's if you're below that, you're playing bad. Your average might be below that, but the tour average is that. De Minaur plays at a 7.7 usually. That's his average. So he was way below average. Tsitsipas at a 7.4. He was way below his average. It was just, they were both just shocking compared to what they used to playing, And even though it was a 3-setter, that was not an exciting, fun match. that was lackluster at best. But yeah, it's hard to get excited when there's errors. The errors are flowing. It's hard to be pumped up about an unforced error. Is Venus playing doubles right now? Is she? I have no idea. We're not watching it, but we've got Osaka starting in about 2.5 hours, or after Fritz, whatever happens first. So I'm excited for Demon versus Cruz. I heard they're friends. Well, yeah, they would be friendly because because Leighton coached Demon. I'd be shocked if they were enemies. But they will be playing tomorrow as enemies. Another plus in this match. It didn't rain. True. That is true. It didn't rain. Venus plays in an hour. Okay. Well, I'll probably watch it while I'm eating breakfast. But I'm not planning on watching it live. I do not plan on watching her. Yeah. All right. I'm going to send you over the Osaka match chat, which we're going to be watching in a few hours. I'm excited for that one. I'm excited. Naomi Osaka playing in America is always an exciting thing. Because we know that she can win these tournaments. We know she can win any of the American events. So I'm excited to see that and what that looks like. My computer wants to work. That'd be fantastic. Oh, and it's breakfast time too, which is even better. Oh, they're playing in 3 hours. Oh. Why are they playing later? McGriddles, they don't serve McGriddles in Australia anymore. Nobody wanted them. Nobody liked them, so they got rid of them. Unless that was only in one place. I just think McGriddles were just not... I don't think... Yeah, McGriddles are not a thing. That's not a surprise, because McGriddles were a little bit hardcore, I think, for the Australian public. McGriddles, look, we love eating fast food as much as the next country, but we do have a limit on what we want. Like, McGriddles were a little bit too intense. And I got to admit, I had a couple of them, and they definitely were very sugary. It was like eating a dessert for breakfast. And that's not, look, Australians, we are a little health conscious at times. And I think the McGriddle was a little bit too much. 2 pancakes as buns, yeah, that might be a little bit of a stretch. They were good. They were nice, but they're a little intense, a little too sugary. And Australians, we don't really want to like have a sugar crash at 9:30 in the morning. Definitely, like I think I had 2 of them over the time they had them, and it was very I have one. I'm like, oh, cool, I don't have to have one for like 6 months. Yeah, not my. They were good, but like very limited, limited intake. But yeah, so I'm not surprised they got shut out because yeah, I don't think it's not really an Australian. I don't think Australians really want to eat sugar for breakfast as much as they thought. a little bit too much for us. Yeah, it's nice as a limited thing, but yeah. Like I wouldn't actively get a McGriddle. In fact, I wouldn't even go to McDonald's. The place I want to go to isn't even open yet. I think it opens at 6 a.m. But Bowen Navarro is taking on Cocciaretto at the moment. All right. All right, chat. Jump on over here, and we'll be watching Osaka versus Kruger in about 3 hours. Should be fun. Love watching Osaka. But De Minaur wins! Finally! He beats Tsitsipas for the second time in their long rivalry. And he will now take on Cruz Hewitt tomorrow, which we will be watching. Hopefully the schedule comes out soon so we can see when we might watch that. I have a feeling it's going to be on after Svitolina first, then Cruz versus Demon. But then again, a lot of Americans are playing tomorrow, so maybe that's on court 2. Either way, Cruz, Demon. It's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow. We'll see you soon.